Hello beautiful soul and welcome into this class. Today we're going to connect with our sensuality, our feminine essence by opening the hips so we can create space for our wombs, the center of the creativity, the center of feeling our emotions. What happens when our hips are blocked? We also block and store emotions in this area, and our womb feels so small and tight, so we cannot hear the wisdom and the voice of our wombs, which is, for me, the most important center in our bodies as women. So let's make space for our womb. Let's feel inspired by creating from a place of vitality, of power, of sensuality, of intuition. When you're ready, join me on the mat in a comfortable seated position, in a way where you can feel that your hips are opening. And let's take a mudra, a yoni mudra with the hands, so you can create this shape or a triangle if you prefer, and place it on your womb. Relax the shoulders and close your eyes. First, let's connect with our natural breaths without forcing, changing anything, but just by noticing how we breathe in this moment and where we breathe in this moment. Do you feel the breath in your lower belly, in your womb? Maybe more on one side. And now consciously deepen the breath into your womb. With each inhale, feel your womb rise. And with each exhale, feel your womb relax. Maybe you exhale through the mouth. Maybe with a sound. Do you know that the womb and the throat are connected? So if you have tension in your womb, one thing that you can do in order to allow your womb to relax is to use your voice. Beautiful. Slowly open your eyes and come into Malasana squat. So turn your toes to the outside of the mat. It's totally okay if your heels are off the mat. If you can touch the floor, touch the floor. And here we're going to squeeze slightly the butt in order to open more the knees. And you can do that several times and just feel the difference when you don't engage anything and when you squeeze your butt and try to lift your pelvis, your perineum up, and then stay with that engagement and try to be more on the outer edge of your feet. Now we're going to use also the arms, palms together, elbows on the knees. Open the heart and bring your thumbs to your heart. Spine straight. Let's close the eyes and take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Slowly sit on your butt, maybe with the help of your hands on the floor if you need to. Beautiful. Now, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Find your balance on your butt, and when you're ready, maybe one leg at a time, come into this variation of happy baby pose. So if it's too much for your hips, for your hamstrings, you can do one leg at a time. Here, avoid rounding your back and instead keep your heart open. Breathe. You want to press your toes onto your fingers and your fingers onto your toes. Breathe. In this class, each time you exhale, feel free to make some sounds. Last one. Beautiful. And release your feet. Place your hands behind you and move your knees from side to side. With your breath. Sure, you can let yourself be a little bit lazy. And come back to center. Cross your legs and come into tabletop. Okay, here we're gonna make some circles with our hips. You can also use your spine. And find like intuitive movement. So don't overthink it. Just do whatever your body needs to do. And you can take more space and maybe go deeper with your circle. And change direction. Maybe you start small. Maybe you let the head also drop and follow. Beautiful. Come back into tabletop and find a down dog. For this down dog, we're gonna open our feet wider. so you have more space. And here, bend your knees, lift your heels off the floor, and push the butt on the sky, like a cow pose in a tabletop position. So try to arch, especially the lower spine, and bring your butt up. Beautiful. And extend the legs, neutralize the pelvis. And again, 3 more like that. Bend the knees, heels off the floor. Arch the lower spine. Maybe open the heart towards the earth if it's comfortable. And come back. 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. Let's bring the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Big step here. Open your feet to a 45-degree angle, and here let's find some pulses. Beautiful. And release back knee, point your toes. Can stay on your hands or maybe come onto your elbows. Release the head completely, close the eyes, and take 3 breaths, deep and long. Maybe you're still, maybe you keep moving from side to side. Last one. Beautiful. And come back onto your hands. Here we're going to lift the back knee and come into Skandasana. So bring both of your hands on the left side of the mat. Turn your left toes towards the sky. So you can be really high, that's okay. Or you can be lower. Just find what benefits you today. You can have your hands on the floor, your hands in prayer pose. Maybe you move your left hip to find internal rotation and external rotation. That feels so juicy. Beautiful. And now slowly sit on your butt. So if you are really, really high, take the time. You can use your hands behind you and take the time to sit. Okay. Maybe here that's enough for you and you already feel the stretch. So you can stay here. If you want to go deeper, with your left hand, grab your right ankle, flex your left foot, inhale, right arm up, press the right knee towards the back, and side bend to the left, breathe. Navel in. Last breath. Come back up. Let's find the front of the mat again. Square your hips and walk your right foot to the right side again. Here, place your left hand a little bit further to create some space so you can come onto both outer edges of the foot and maybe release the left hip on the floor and stay here. Breathe. Last breath. Beautiful, and come back. Down dog. Open your feet at mat hip distance apart. And let's change side. Left foot on the outside of left hand. Turn it into 45-degree angle, and now let's find some pulses to release the hips. Beautiful. Knee on the floor, point your toes. You can stay here or come onto elbows. Relax the head, close the eyes. Take 3 slow and deep breaths. Nice one. Nice, come back onto your hands. Lift the back knee off the floor. Gently walk the left foot a little bit inside to turn into your skandasana to the right side of the mat. So remember, you can be really high or really low or somewhere in between. You can change the rotations of your right hip. Move with awareness, softness always. Okay, now let's sit. Maybe you stay here, maybe with right hand you grab opposite ankle, lift the left arm up, exhale, side bend. Press the left knee towards the front of the mat. And come back up. Find your lizard pose again. Walk the left foot on the outer side. Place the right hand a little bit further to turn. Maybe release the hip on the floor. Just stay here and breathe. You can relax completely. Feel like a goddess, enjoying the opening on the hip, the side bend of the spine, and slowly come back, down dog, with your feet wider. Maybe rock your hips from side to side and draw the infinity symbol with your hips in one direction and then change. Maybe you see it's easier in one direction and a little bit less natural in the other. That's okay. Beautiful. And release your heels. Come back seated in a cross-legged position. We're gonna find this variation of happy baby pose again. So uncross your leg, grab your big toes with your peace fingers, find your balance, elongate the spine, open your heart, and lift. Okay, this time maybe you want to challenge yourself. You can close your eyes, or you can extend one leg and alternate, or maybe you extend both legs and maybe you release the foot and you stay for 3, 2, 1. and slowly come back. Beautiful. Let's finish the practice with some humming. So find a position with one foot in front of the other. If you're not comfortable, you can sit on a block or on a cushion to have more space for your womb, for your hips, for your lower back. And we're going to place one hand on the chest and one hand on the womb. So we're going to hum on the exhale. I'm going to do it 5 times. And when you hum, I want you to focus on the vibrations into your chest and into your womb. So you're not going to use the sound from the throat, but you're going to find the roots of the sound into your womb, and it's going to travel all the way up through your heart, through your chest, through your throat, and eventually being heard by you. Okay? Close your eyes, relax your jaw, relax your face, relax your shoulders, relax your belly. First, let's take one deep cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's hum 5 times at your own rhythm. Inhale. When you're done, return to normal breath and be aware of your sensations. Send thanks, gratitude and love to your hips, to your womb, to your heart, to your entire being, the creative being that you are, the inspired being that you are. Connect hands in prayer position in front of your heart. Bow down to yourself to thank yourself for your wonderful practice. Thank you so much for connecting with your sensuality, your feminine essence with me. If you want to see more classes, make sure to subscribe, and you can leave a comment I'm always super happy to connect with you and to read you. Thank you. I send you so much love and grace and peace. Namaste.